everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at Hasbro Studio Series 86 Blurr. And he is a cutie. Let's get up and personal. Here you have his little blurry face. Well, it's not blurry, I hope. I hope my autofocus is on. And there is his chest. And you can see a lot of details here. He is a deluxe class, but still fairly well detailed. A bit plasticky, but the plastic quality is still fairly good. And unfortunately, you see here, you have a lot of light piping materials, but even though with my bright lights on, his eyes are just dead, unfortunately. But he's still very blurry and cute. For articulation, his head can turn around, go down a bit, not up, but down, but he can rock his head back and forth. Okay, his arms can do a 360, but they tend to transform when you do. You can get them out to there due to a transformational hinge. You have an elbow swivel, and you get about 90 degrees. You can rotate the hands, but then this piece goes with it, and that's due to transformation. So I don't know if that's a good solution or not. I thought he had an ab crunch because it looks that way. He has a pin there, but no ab crunch. But you can rotate his waist, and it will collide with the backpack, but the backpack can be moved out like that, and then you can just rotate it how much you ever want to. His legs go out to there. He can do, oh look, he can do the Motor Master splits. Bonk. And they can go fairly well backwards as well. You have a 90 degree at the knee. The feet can tilt, and they can go up like that for some reason. More for transformational, I think. And that's about it for articulation. He does come with his gun, made in this pearly white plastic. Looks fairly nice, and it stores in both modes, which is good. I'm not usually a fan of these drill hole hands, but in a deluxe class I think it's okay. I mean, the amount of money you pay for these are a steal, so it doesn't really matter. Now for comparison, let's bring in his buddy Blaster. And you can see Blaster is a bit taller than Blurr. And he should, because he's Blaster. And I remember the toy from the 80s, he was really, really tall, so this would be a very small version compared to the original. And for another comparison, he's not going to fit in frame, I think. But this is my War for Cybertron Trilogy Ultra Magnus. Let's go up a bit, shall we? They do look good together, but the size difference is immense. But if I remember correctly, he is leader class, so that should be a good bit of difference. Now we've seen him in his beautiful robot mode. I think he's very blurry and nice, but we need to get him into his alt mode. You loosen this, fold that up, turn the chest around to lock that into place. You pull the arms down and fold this light blue section down like so. Then you can fold up the arms just to have room to act down here. You fold the feet out to the side, like so. You fold that thing, whatever it is, up like so, and then you fold down the legs. And, oh, I always forget, this has to be straight out. You come under here and you press the legs together. This should tab in. Why doesn't it do that? This should tab into the light blue piece anyway, like so. But we need to get this in, like so. Good. Let's do the same thing on the other leg. Crack it open, like so. Fold the feet down. And then just turn this around. And you can, if you want to, tab it in and have the foot come under here. Press the white heel into the blue piece there, and then just tab it in like that. And this is the way you want it looking so far. Okay. You fold this panel up and you put the hand inside. You rotate this piece, like so, backwards. You see that this is on the inside because it's going to go on that piece. And you turn the hand because that is going to tab onto there. So there's a lot of tabbing going on at the same time. And it can be a bit bothersome to line up, but I think we got everything there. Yes, we did. Okay, the other side is just like the first side. Take that and go back. And this is the right position, but you have to turn the hand around. And now we tab everything in. Squeeze him together, and there you have Blurr in his gorgeous vehicle mode, or, well, let's just call it an alt mode, shall we? Let's see the detailing here. This is a lot of Blurr. Even though he's very small, it's a lot of Blurr. And I do see something that I didn't know about. Let's see if we can do that. Ah! There, you have a seat. I didn't know about that. How fun. Yay! Now he's even more blurry. This is him from the back. And this is him from the underside. This is him from beneath. And this is him from above with that little sofa. Yay! Of course, if you want to, you can store the gun by tabbing in underneath here. So if you like that look, it works. And I like that the feet are a bit lower, so it looks like he's hovering. And for comparison, let's bring in a masterpiece, Bumblebee Movie Prime. And I mean, they don't really scale, but a person who's able to sit there would be able to sit there, but I don't think it's the other way around, unfortunately. Now for my concluding thoughts on this bot. I mean, he's Blurr. How can you not love him? I would have liked him being a little bit bigger because he's very tiny and it feels really strange when you're transforming him due to the fact that he's very small. I have other deluxe class that are just fine, but this feels like the wrong proportions. Otherwise, I love him. The detailing is great. The alt mode looks good. He feels a bit thin in the plastic somewhere, mostly the legs, but otherwise it's okay. For most characters, I usually do a voice that tries to sound like the G1 character or as close as I can get. I'm not even going to try with Blurr because the speed in which he spoke is just impossible to imitate. So I won't do that, even though I can speed the video up and so forth. No, I'm not even gonna try. On a Studio Series scale from 1 to 10, I think he is a 7, so still good, but could be better. He's a recommendation from me if you want a Blurr and you can't get a hold of any other. This is a good Blurr. Maybe, of course, not masterpiece scale, but still. But I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.